Hello and welcome, my name is Parky and today we're playing some more Spore. Meet me back on Planet X where last time we almost completely finished the entire tribal stage in one episode, which is crazy. However, today we're going to be trying to get into the Civilization stage. Well, we've only got one more village that we need to make friends with, so it's probably quite likely that we're going to get into the good old, my favourite, Civilization. However, looking at this, we're right bang in the middle of the industrious nation. Then we've got one more village to convert. I'm concerned that if we're too friendly with them, perhaps it's going to drag us into the friendly side of things, so maybe I should be aggressive. I'm not quite sure yet, but maybe what we should do is just gather some more food together so we can place down some huts, because we need to start expanding some of the stuff we have. Okay, so let's get like 6 of these guys to go and collect some more of this. I think this is going to... maybe we should get some meat as well. If we do a nice mixture. Yeah, that seems good. Okay, we'll try and stay right bang in the middle. Someone said that I should use eggs as well, which would be a good idea. Because it'll keep us right bang in the middle of the industrious, but not really sure. 10 fish gathered, 10 meat gathered. So it's sort of keeping us in the middle here. Very strange. I'm very confused about which one to go for, but we shall find out very soon, hopefully, that I've made the right decision. So, the final village is, I believe, this one here, the Lavender Village, who are a bit unfriendly with us. I'm thinking maybe what we should do is kill them. Should we kill them? I'm not sure. Well, let's just get a load of food in first of all, and then we can start putting down some more huts and deciding what we're going to do exactly. We can also create a few more babies if we really wanted to, but I think I'm going to go for the huts first of all. Okay, it really wants me to change all these things, doesn't it? So we can go for healing rods, gathering canes. Might be good just to go for some didgeridoos, unless we get attacked, in which case maybe we should actually go for some stone axes. So we're going to put the stone axes back there, and then I think we are just going to focus on weapons at this point in time. Just whilst we're gathering the food, if they attack us, at least we can get some forces together to wipe them out. Okay, so this should be enough for another hut. So let's now go for the throwing spears, and we'll put these over here. I feel like I need to put them in interesting places as we've got complete free reign over where to put all these buildings. It's quite nice, actually, being able to put them wherever you want. Not, restricted to all these little individual slots that you normally have. Okay, let's go for the flaming torches and we'll put these right at the back over here. And then we might as well go for the didgeridoos after that. And everything else, because why not have a full village? Makes it look a lot more impressive. Right, okay, so how is this doing us on this here? It's keeping us right in the middle. Interesting. Okay, so food doesn't seem to affect anything, which is not really what I was expecting. So let's now go for the didgeridoos. We'll put these ones down over here, and then we'll go for the last 2 huts and figure out what we're doing with this nation. Look at this map here, how like swarmed with different creatures we are. Crazy. Okay, we've got 2 more food. We need a few more people to dump all their stuff down here, and I think I might just pump out a few more people as well, just for the sake of it. Okay, we're being attacked. This is what I thought was going to happen. So if we place this one down over here like this, sure thing, and then quickly get all of these guys here to grab stone axes, all of these ones to grab the spears, and then I suppose these 2 here also can grab the stone axes. If we're going to be attacked, then this might drag us more towards the aggressive stance. It depends really what happens, but this might actually help us in the long term make a decision on what we're going to do. Okay, so we've got plenty of food. Let's pump out a few more babies, because there's a chance we might lose a few people. And let's bring everyone down to here. And we're going to pump out yet another baby. Right, where are they coming from? Defend! Everyone! Attack! Pump out more babies! The lady that's in that tent right now, don't worry, just keep having sex and having children everywhere. Good job. Need to replace all these poor town folk that are dying. Luckily enough, we majorly outnumber them, so it shouldn't be too much of a big deal getting this sorted. Okay, so that's the attack dealt with. So, where has that taken us? Is this dragging us down? 6 down? It's not really done anything. I just have a real feeling like we need to attack them. Yeah, sure. Okay, fine. So we're going to wait for these new guys to hatch, and we're going to give them the flaming torches, and then just send everyone over to the other village and wipe them out. They've only got 6 people left, which is not really that many, so it's not going to take us too long. Right, okay, at least we made our mind up. It's the first tribe that we're attacking as well, which is interesting. You'd have thought I would have attacked more, considering we're going for an omnivore in this stage, but there we are. Okay, so what do we want? Flaming torches, because this is going to help us bring down all the buildings that they've got. Obviously, the quicker we can take down the buildings in their village, the better. Okay, so let's do this. Everyone, we're going over here. Chums. and we're going to attack them. Luckily, with this flying ability, we get there over quite quickly. We're going to swarm them, hopefully. Ah, here we go. It's going to happen. Why have they, they've put all of their buildings right next to each other in a really weird pattern. Right, here we go. The reinforcements are slowly arriving. It looks like we've got not much of a difficult task here to take all these guys out. Half the village are just holding, what are these, drums? It's a bit odd. And the rest are just really not doing anything. So, good for us. We've pretty much wiped out everyone we needed to. And yeah, it's not dragging us down too much, so I think we'll be fine. Okay, so let's now just attack their Lavender Village town centre. Is this their hut? Their hut looks very small, doesn't it? A lot smaller than I was expecting. Okay, well it's good because it means it has less health, so we don't need to attack it for as long with the risk of losing more of our townfolk. But yeah, should be fine. I doubt that defeating one town is going to drag us right into the aggressive thing again. So yeah, good choice. Good choice, Parky. You know what you're doing in this game. Sometimes. Half these guys are all just watching. They're like, yeah, we're winning. Yeah, we don't even need to help out. Just going to stand here. We know that we're the biggest and best tribe on this planet. So who cares? And there we go. That's pretty much it. Owned! Oh, nice tree there. Lovely untextured sort of pattern. What is this? We got some more tribal stuff. I was going to give them more outfits, wasn't I? But who cares? It seems a bit apt that the top totem is the only one that's different. You've destroyed the Lavender Village. Your totem is complete. You can advance to civilization now. Your tribe reigns supreme. You're ready to get civilized. Click the advance button. Click here to found your first city. You'll be sent to the creators to design your city hall and vehicles. Now, it's a thing that I've not really had much of a chance to get feedback from you guys on what you'd like the town hall and everything else to look like. Founder, complete the tribal station, build a city. Your tribal tactics have established your earliest cultural traits. This trait sets the course for your nation's speciality in their technological research. As your nation grows, your citizens will develop unique tools that will assist your civilization on the path to global domination. Use them wisely. Okay, so there we are. We're right bang in the middle of Industrious. We didn't even lose any points for that, which is interesting. So we're bang on course for the scientist. So in the civilization stage, we're going to have to play purely aggressive once again, and this should unlock what we're looking for. But good stuff. So let's get into this, because it's probably going to take me ages to build these town halls and everything else. We must expand, my friends. Oh, look at this town. I like that there's so much customization in the placement of these. It makes it look a lot cooler. All these sort of things should have been in the base game. Damn you, Maxis. Your tribe now dominates this continent, ready to advance from simple village life to civilized city, living ahead of the rest. Oh, damn right. We're going to have a nice skyscraper. I'm not sure what we're going to make it look like, actually. I've not given this much thought. But realistically, we're sort of like we're going to be a scientist nation. So we want to go for something a bit high-tech. Also, at the same time, we're a dragon. So I'm thinking spiky. We've never used these spiky things before. Mostly because I don't like how they look. But let's just get on with it and see what happens. You know what I think is a really major shame in this game? Is the fact that you don't have little detail things, like you can't put trees and plants all over some of the buildings. It makes me very sad. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to go for sort of like a big spooky looking tower. Because we are a dragon, as I said, so sure, why not? Like a Bowser's Castle kind of thing. And the way we're going to do that is going for a generic castle design. Something like this. We're going to have like a big square thing, and then we're going to have a few turrets coming out of either side, which is possibly going to look terrible, but let's just go for it. We're going to make these really tall, something like this. Maybe a little less tall. Little less tall. And we're going to mimic that on this side by just doing pretty much the same thing like this. We can make it look like a bit of an evil sort of Bowser industrial nation. I think that sounds like a cool idea. My initial idea really was to go for like a space rocket of some kind, but then in practice when I tried to do that it didn't really look, well, it looked terrible, let's put it that way. So let's just see how this looks. I think it's going to be a bit of a pain getting these centered properly. But it's okay. Maybe something like that. That looks pretty damn good. Okay. Good, good. Right, and then aside from that, we're going to put a load of detail. The devil is in the detail, after all. Maybe we can put another spiky thing in the middle. Like at the top here, just a smaller one. But also bring it up a little bit higher. Or maybe lower. Yeah, sure. Okay, that looks good. This reminds me slightly of, like, the Chaos Legion in Warhammer. Right, and then aside from that, what else do we want? We probably want some like spiked tops, just to make this look a little bit different. I think we'll go for something like this one, because that looks cool. It looks evil enough. And then on the smaller one, we can go for maybe one of these, like this. Yeah, and then maybe rotate it around a little bit so the spikes don't line up properly. There we go. And then aside from that, I think we'll leave this one clear because we want to put a few technical items on it. And then now on the sides, I do want a few turrets, just because turrets are cool, man. And we rarely use these, so why not? And this one is probably going to go somewhat like... How do I extend these up? Oh, that's it, like that. Maybe like this. Yeah, I like how that looks. Okay, and then we're going to copy this one, put it on this building, something like this, just to make them look a bit more interesting and like spiky, like a complicated weird castle. Now, some of you might have had something more specific in mind for this, but I'm just sort of winging it, if I'm honest. Oh, it's like a flowery thing, so maybe I could have done the flowery castle. Who knows? Okay, well, aside from that as well, I think on the back we'll go for something... Oh, this is like a bit of a haphazard structure here. Yeah, I like this. Okay. Yeah, sure. Like it's been thrown together by a nation that doesn't really know what they're doing, which is pretty much me. Okay, and then aside from that, we probably want one of these doors here because it's in keeping with the spiky theme. Kind of like a barbarian. Oh, yeah, look at this. Spiky door. Maybe in the middle like that. Good. And then... After that, we want some nice windows. Maybe the spiky windows like this one, the Fang Portal. Yeah, okay. And we're going to put just one Fang Portal up there, and we're going to spread these out across the rest of the building because we want these to look fairly... Well, we want it to match, right? So we want one here to balance out this weird turret over this side. We also want a couple of these windows on the turrets over here. Maybe one like that, and one on this one poking out this side. Right, okay. Going to leave them big. I think big is good. Then we've got the city hall sort of type construction structures, decorations here that we're going to go for. So we're going to put one of those there like that. We're also going to put... I feel like we're going to have this very technologied up. So let's just go with that as a theme. Technology it up, Parky. That's right, you heard me. And we're going to have this one pointing this way, opposite to that one. Rotate it back a little bit so it's standing completely upright. Oh, that's not in the middle at all, is it? Come on, Parky. You can do it. Yeah, that seems good. Okay, and then on the back here, we probably also want one of these things. Maybe one of these. What does this look like? Does it give off any stuff? Doesn't look like it. I thought it was maybe going to give off like a fire or something, seeing as it's called a fearsome. But maybe not. Okay, and then aside from that, of course you've got to have the bloody weather vane, because it's the best thing in this game. And we're going to put this on the top of the building here. Somewhat like this. We're probably going to have to rotate it because it's not a completely flat surface we're putting it on. We're going to move it forwards like that. Is that centered? Yeah, it is. Cool. Okay. Does that seem good? We don't want to fill it up with too much stuff, do we? Probably not. Maybe some of these banners on the floor here might look good. Yeah, okay. And we'll put these into the wall, something like this. Just so they look like there's a bit of adornment around the main entrance to the building. We're going to mimic this on this side as well, just rotating it back slightly into the building so it sits a bit better, like so. Maybe just bring it forwards a little bit more. I'm so OCD with these things. Okay, there we go, that's perfect. Okay, and then aside from that, maybe some more banners. Banners are cool. Banners make things look important. Maybe not those ones, though. Maybe a flag. Yeah, sure, let's put a flag on it somewhere, like that. It's a bit busy, don't really care, it's fine. We're going to call it the Bowser Castel. Perfect. I don't know why I'm speaking in French suddenly, but that's fine. We're going to go for this, and then for the colour scheme, we're going to colour it all individually because I like doing this myself. And I'm thinking with this, we go for something scaly to match the dragon theme, but we're also going to go for something perhaps that is... in keeping with the colour theme that we've been going for so far. But I'm going to go for something that's in keeping with the colour scheme so far. So maybe something like this. I mean, there is a risk with this that it's going to look really terrible. But I think you've just got to bear with me. Just stick with it. So we're going to go for that. We're also going to maybe colour this bit here. And then we're going to go for different colours. Because why would you have everything the same colour? Okay, and I think we also want some nice details in maybe like a rundown wooden thing. Just so it looks like it's thrown together. I like the thrown together look. Made out of wood is good. Sure. doing something completely different from what I'm used to, but that's a good thing to do. Makes it exciting. Okay, there we go. Bit of wood on there, and then maybe if we go for some of these other patterns, a bit of metal as well. Metal is good. Okay, and we're going to go for the metal pattern on these. I think we're going to need to change this to grey realistically, because there's not much pattern that comes through, is there? Okay, something like this. Maybe make this a metal tower instead. Makes it look a bit more thrown together, even more so. And maybe even a different metal pattern from that on this bit of the building. Yeah, sure. Okay. Yeah, I like it. Right, and then for this we're going to change the colour. We're also going to change the colour of maybe this stuff here. Perfect. And also make this darker on the trim so that it stands out a little bit. Perfect. It's incorporating the nice purple that we originally had. I need to colour the doorway as well, so let's just do that quickly. I think we'll go for a nice industrial theme for the doorway, if possible. Somewhat like this. Maybe if we go for the yellow instead. Yeah, that looks good. Okay, perfect. Maybe the yellow spikes? Not so sure on the yellow spikes. Maybe a yellow roof like that. Yeah, sure. Maybe get rid of that. There's too much purple. I don't like all of it being purple. Perfect. We'll go for this. I think I'm deliberating far too much. There we go. For God's sake. I suppose I just worry with the town hall and stuff like this, that because you're going to see it forever, it's always going to be there throughout all of Space Stage and everything, that because I'm going to have to look at it so much, I want it to look nice. Probably should have come in with a few more ideas. Oh well. Ah, money! So we want to be an industrious nation, obviously, because that's the trait that we've got from the tribal stage, but we're going to go against that, and we're going to be carnivorous, and be very aggressive towards the other nations on the planet. Get rid of them as soon as we can. Oh, take over a city, first of all, which is going to give us military capacity, and then just go for military all the way, effectively, is our plan. We want pie! What is pie? Pie is the best thing in the world, my dear chum, and you shall discover this. Town! Civilization! Money! Yeah! Vehicles that are cool looking with big exhausts. Meh, I think the town hall looks okay. It sort of looks like a bit... It does look thrown together, which I kind of like. You're about to enter Civilization. You can go for like a junk nation. They like work on junk... like buildings and junk vehicles. Yeah, okay, let's do that. I like that as an idea. Things that are thrown together and a bit sort of rough around the edges. So let's go for maybe like... So we want it to be like a... This is going to be an economic vehicle, but we're going to change this very soon. So we'll go for maybe like a refurbished aeroplane, but that's been turned into a car. I like that as an idea. Okay, we're going to do that. We're going to put a propeller on the front, like this. But we're going to rotate it up so it sits in here, make it a lot shorter, make the fans a lot wider, something like this. Okay, that looks good. We're going to move it down so it's more in the centre, and that should be okay. Right, okay, so that's the propeller part of the aeroplane. Let's move it forward slightly and rotate down. I'm so OCD with these things. Okay, good. And then aside from that, what we want to do is maybe make this... Maybe give it some exhaust. We want to give it wheels, right? So let's give it some nice wheels. And we can go for maybe like some tank tracks on the front, but then a pair of wheels on the back like this. Ah, yeah, I like how this looks. Okay, we're going to make these bigger, so it's somewhat like that. Cool stuff. I like it. And then throwing it together as well, we can put some exhaust on the back. We probably actually want to give it some sort of cockpit as well, don't we? So let's focus on that one. So the cockpit, I suppose we can give it a sort of like... Maybe one of these? Yeah. Yeah, I like it. Okay, we're going to go for that. We're not going to change the size of it either, because I think that looks pretty damn good. We're going to have to give it some nice power stuff. So I'm thinking just some more banners. Banners are cool, as I said before. Maybe just a banner like this. A big wide banner. That's not too high, not too... a bit wide as well. Yeah, okay, cool. That's probably going to do on the economic power. The rest of it is just going to be a load of decoration, effectively. So we're going to put an antennae, maybe on the front, like this. Maybe on top of this. Looks like a bit of a remote-controlled car at this point, doesn't it? Okay, can we make it smaller? We can, that's good, because I don't want it that big at all. We can also give it a few headlights, like spotlights pointing forwards. I think that would be a good idea. So where's the spotlight one? Is it this one? Smog light? Yes, this is what I was looking for. So what I want to do is make these pretty wide, I suppose, something like this. Rotate them forwards and sort of around so they're facing forwards like that. Seems good. Okay. So we can see where it's going. See what this looks like. It kind of looks like a mole, like something that would dig underground. Cool. Okay, I like that as an idea. We can also go for a couple of these glowing things. I think I'm just going to put on the side here because I like the look of them. And also, what else can we put on here? Let's look at the other just fine details. I think throwing it together is going to be a cool idea, as long as we can make it look thrown together, obviously. So we're going to keep these on here like so, but rotate them down. So they look like they kind of just sit inside as a part of the overall framework of keeping the tank tracks on and attaching them to the main body. Okay, and we're also going to put a couple of these on, just so it looks like a little area that people can climb up in order to get into the cockpit. Yeah, I like this. Okay, the complexity is going quite high, but that's okay. So there's a little ladder going up inside. We're going to leave it a bit wonky like that as well. Oh, and that's actually on both sides as well, so that's pretty cool. Okay, and we also probably want like a Mad Max style big like bonnet thing like this. So let's rotate them forwards and make them massive. Sure, massive is good. Maybe not massive that way. Like this. Sure thing, I like it. Okay. And then on the back we're going to put maybe a couple of these because I think they look pretty damn cool. Maybe as like a support structure on the back. Something like this, rotating them slightly so they sit a bit more flush against the exterior of the old tank-tracked beast that we're creating. Cool. And we need a spoiler? You always need a spoiler, don't you? For God's sake. Maybe one of these here as well. Damn, I like this idea, just going like full ham with decoration on these things. Okay, yeah, let's go for a spoiler. Just a really small spoiler that looks ridiculous. Whale-tailed? Sure. Oh, man, okay. Hang on a minute. We're going to have to put one of these on now. Maybe like here. Yeah, okay. It looks ridiculous, but I love it. Sure. No, that looks a bit too busy. I kind of preferred it without. Okay, I've changed my mind. Fine. Okay, and then we're going to put the spoiler on the back because you definitely need a whale spoiler, for God's sake. Okay, rotate it forwards like this. Damn, man, I'd feel happy riding in this beast. Cool stuff. Junk Raider. Cool. We'll call it Junk Raider. And what would make it look like it's made out of junk? Probably a load of random panels. I mean, these all look too uniform, so I think what we're going to do is we're going to just go for a load of random materials. So this one's going to be like this. Maybe like this, actually. Ah, what looks good here? I'm trying to find just maybe just like plate metal. Meh. Yeah, okay, I like that one the most. And then for the rest of the body, I think we're going to use a lot of this sort of steel here. Maybe for this part? No, I'm not sure. Oh god, that looks dreadful. That looks dreadful as well. Okay, what other metal patterns have we got here? We've got this one, which just looks sort of like patchy. But if we change this to be black and grey, yeah, I like that. Okay. Right, so let's do that on these plates here, just to keep the theme running. Maybe a bit of blue and grey as well, just to make it look like it's come off of a random machine. Oh dear, I don't like that at all. Okay, let's go for... Oh, we can change how the wheels look. I kind of like the tyre look on the wheels, though. Okay, yeah, we'll stick with that. Let's just undo this. I kind of like the colour of the main cockpit as well, so let's keep that. I think we're going to change the colour of a lot of these things, though. Maybe to be like an orange colour. Yeah, okay. Kind of like it. Something like this. It looks like it's been ripped off of a load of different machines, which is a cool idea. And we're going to go for this nice green here, maybe with a bit of grey. How does this look? Yellow, red? Yeah, okay. I like it. Junk Raider, sure. Let's just go with that. That looks pretty damn cool, actually. I'm pleased. I like this theme we're going for. So I think for next episode, the thing that we want to go for really is just a load of suggestions in terms of military land vehicles, all other forms of vehicles, and also the different building types, in keeping with the sort of junk theme that we're going for. Okay, so here we are. Look at that glorious town hall and the even more glorious junk raider. Ah, love it! Look at that! That is a cool looking machine. It's pretty big as well, actually. So here we are, back in the world, ready to take on civilization. The age of technology and transportation has arrived. Your city is the first to appear on the planet, but your species no longer speaks with a single voice. Soon other cities will arise, built by factions of your own species. You must unify to advance. You now control the vehicles and city planning for your nation, starting with the first city. You must interact with other nations when they appear to begin your quest for global domination. Let's look at the progress bar. This is your progress bar. Each city you conquer, convert or purchase will help progress towards your goal to control the entire planet. Okay, we know how all this works. We don't need the camera tutorial, but that's fine. Oh, look at that beautiful beast. We got to collect some spice. What a lovely view of a meteor as well. Look for a nearby spice geyser like this one, then click on it to send your vehicles to claim it. Spice has become a valued commodity. Mining it will help fill the coffers of your nation. Lovely. Let's do it. So we've got some goals that we can look into, but for today it seems like a good place to leave it. If you enjoy the episode, then please feel free to leave us your suggestions for next time in the comment section below. We'll leave ratings and subscribe if you haven't done so already. Thank you for watching. Goodbye, awkward, awkward, goodbye. Awkward.